Oh, that's not going to work. Huh. There we go. That's better. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if the audio is okay. I'm still looking for my... Oh, it's literally right there. Sorry. Needed this, too. And that figures. So, of course, someone shows up right when the stream starts. Except they didn't. It's just the dude walking in front of my mailbox. Oh, my God. It's so exciting over here already. Holy crap. Wow, that's interesting. Why is it not showing any changes? I'm not seeing... I was having a problem with this capture crap earlier as well. I'm starting to wonder if there's something wrong with the capture card here. Hang on just a second. Let me get my technical problems hammered out here real quick. Give me just a second, okay? Oh, hell. All right. You stay up there. No, you stay up there. That's a bad audio cable. Yeah, so the camera's not working. And it's not the camera that's the problem, so I might need just a minute to figure out what's really going on here. That's the audio. I'm glad you can hear me. I wish you could see me because I'm doing stuff and it's not showing. So, hold on. Get your sorry ass over here. Yeah, I know there's no video. I know. I can see it in OBS. Here, let's see what this does. Oh, look! Coffee and Arctic Silver! Let's hope that it just doesn't go away again. Okay, it's working now. I don't have my usual camera hooked up. I have my 4K camcorder. Part of that is just because that's what I had hooked up. This is my new setup, actually. Here we go. Hello from Slovenia. Well, hello from America. Home of the fine cheeseburgers. So, real quick, just let me get this cranked up to where you can see me and not this. Come on. I gotta stop hitting record. Come on, big boy. There you go. Yeah, there we go. So there's... Yep, there you go. This is what I've got going on here. This is my new setup. It's a bit different. We're working on it. Haven't figured everything out yet, but there you go. So that's what we're working with. But anyway, I have the camcorder here because the camcorder actually, I've been working on learning some board level repair stuff, and the camcorder works very well as a sort of a microscope. I mean, it's not a microscope, but I'll show you. Okay. Oh yeah, you like my coffee cup? I love it. Yeah, I got some legs too. It's this weird human thing. Gotta make sure you guys don't figure out that I'm really a robot from the planet Don't Give a Fuck. Beep boop. Alright, you need to crank down just a little more, bud. Alright. A bit more, and okay. I'm a little comfy with that. So this is an MSI gaming laptop. I don't know if you noticed in the thumbnail, but it has a neat little shiny logo right there that's impossible to see if you're not looking at it at the right angle. There we go. Yeah, this setup needs a little bit of work. The microphone needs to come up. It's getting slapped a lot. So, and there we go. Anyway, I've already taken all the screws out of the bottom because any idiot can do that. These MSIs, they seem to be put together decently. Unfortunately, one of the problems with them is that they suck when it comes to opening them because they have to be pried. You have to stick it in like this and pry at it, and it's just a real pain. A lot of laptops you have to pry, but these ones, they hold on sometimes for dear life. It's really amazing how tightly some of these MSIs can hold. I've already unplugged the battery as well, just to be safe, since I'm screwing around in here. I don't want to short anything out, but, you know, I have a bad habit of, I guess, sticking my tongue in computers and getting electrocuted. That was a lie, but it was funny, so we'll accept it. All right. Yeah, it's the same MSI that makes motherboards. It's just like Asus, how they used to make motherboards for a long time and then got into the laptop game. MSI also has been, for a few years actually, they've been making laptops. And frankly, I've been tempted by MSI's laptops. Some of the laptops that I've seen MSI come out with are pretty nice. And I have to say, this is probably one of them. Is there a screw over there? No, of course there's not. Unfortunately, it also... I have been having trouble. I wonder if this screwdriver's chewed up. I have been having some difficulty lately. Just so everybody knows, I do have a customer on the way. This screwdriver's chewed up. Hold on, let me go get another one. Well, this one's chewed up, but differently, so we'll work with it. I do have a customer coming. They're supposed to be here in about 15-20 minutes. When that customer arrives, my alarm will go off, and I'll have to walk out of here for a few minutes to talk to them, grab their touchscreen computer I had to order a part from China for, and then I can repair that at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do that repair on stream. I don't do many touchscreen repairs. I hate touchscreens, absolutely hate them. The fact that I had to order it from China should be enough to tell you why you shouldn't buy touchscreen laptops, especially 2-in-1s. This one's a 2-in-1 where the glass is both model-specific shape and fused straight to the LCD, so you have to buy one that matches that exact computer. You do not get the luxury of just buying a panel. In fact, now that was not a screw that goes to this assembly. I am putting that back. Why? That's a little weird. I think that might have something to do with the hinges, actually. I haven't been in this exact model before. Actually, now that I think about it, MSIs are not nearly as common as like Asus or Acer or whatever, Lenovo. So I don't know that I've ever actually been inside of an MSI laptop. No, I have. I have been inside of at least one. It was annoying. Why are you not going back? Alright, this is actually making me kind of angry. And that's why I unplugged the battery. Go back in the hole. There is a hole there, I promise. I know. You can stop making jokes about a lack of hair. I get it. You can still find the stupid hole. So this flat screw doesn't want to go back. That's very interesting. Let's take a look at this. Now, you want to see why I have the camcorder hooked up? Let me show you why. This is why. Because if you're doing component replacement, this is the level of zoom you want to be able to get. But yeah, this is weird. There's like... This heatsink assembly is actually in the way. It's preventing me from putting this screw back. I somehow was able to get it out, but I'm not able to get it back. So this is very annoying. Alright. Anyway. Let's just put it over here for now and deal with it later. I actually pulled this screw here. But yeah, they sure do make it look complicated, don't they? Look at how ridiculous this is. This is hilarious. Holy shit, a Toshiba 2-in-1? I don't know that I ever even recall those existing. Toshiba 2-in-1. I'll tell you what, man. I used to love Toshiba. Although that love declined. Funny enough, I actually have a customer brought in a laptop and donated it. That is the exact same model of Toshiba as the one that it was the first new laptop I ever bought for myself, and I have the exact same model here, just sitting around here, but that's a story for another time, I suppose. I gotta get this fan unhooked. So, this whole heatsink assembly is gigantic. 3 fans... But this thing is getting hot. And when I say hot, I mean really hot. It is warming up so fast that it actually hits thermal throttling temperatures at low CPU usage. Why on earth does it not want to come up? This thing is very firmly entrenched, and I'm looking, and I don't see... Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I see it. Do you see it? Do you see it? Because I see it now. Those sneaky, sneaky bastards. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, just put it there. Right there, right in between the fans. God almighty, can you imagine if you had to replace these fans? Like, are they just normal fans? Are they some kind of exceptional magical fans? All right, that screw's gone. We're lifting. Oh, there it goes. There. Oh, there's another wire. Oh, but it's okay. Okay. There are 3 fans, so there's actually a... Here we go. There's actually a 3rd fan cable here. There we go. There's our harvest. Look at all the bubble gum. I mean, those are actually thermal pads or something. It's some sort of thermal goop that we're not going to replace. Because, frankly, that stuff's probably fine. I'm not messing with that. But this stuff, yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. That's rough. That is rough, bro. All right, let's see. So, are the fans replaceable? It looks like... Oh, my God. These fan units, they are model-specific fans, but they are replaceable. So, if you look at this, you can actually see there are a few screws that are holding the fan assembly to the bottom of the shell of this heatsink assembly. So the fans are replaceable. That's great news. If it ever has a fan problem, but right now it's not in for a fan problem. Can we get anything out of this? Oh, yeah, that's gross. Okay. I bet my coffee's a lot nastier now. The fans are spinning okay. Ooh, something came out of that one. Yes, I am just blowing it with my face. No, I'm not using my big air compressor. I don't feel like digging that out. Okay. Do I have a paper towel? Of course I don't. Hang on just a second. I'm going to get some air circulation in here while I'm at it. I had it off for noise, but I think you can deal. All right. The most important tool. Hello, Mark Linford. Hello, 50 Shades. Hello, get off my lawn. Follow your own advice. Ha, ha, ha. The most important tool in computing. A paper towel. So that you can blow your nose while you cry when you fail. And so you can clean off heatsink paste. Also, it's not the most important tool. The most important tool is a sledgehammer so that you can feel better and eliminate your computer problems. Because as I like to say... You can't have computer problems if you don't have a computer. So I'm going to scrape this into the trash can behind me, actually. There's big old chunks coming off of it. Yeah. No, you just go in the can, you bastard. Go in the can! Not on me. My God. This stuff is rough, man. This computer, okay, just to be clear. This computer has a tag on the base. Actually, let me go grab it here. On the base that says manufactured 2020/12. So this computer is 2.5 years old. And the heatsink paste is completely dried up. This person is a gaming enthusiast. They have a colossal Steam library. And... they actually told me they have to delete games to install new ones. So, yeah, that's a thing. They don't want a bigger drive, though. They're actually looking to sell this computer. But you can't really sell a computer if the damn thing is turning off. And boy, the idle on this, like if I've seen some bad idle in my day. But this thing, when I opened OpenHardwareMonitor, instantly 67 degrees. And one or two cores eventually within like 10 seconds hit 90 something. That's not with anything neat running. That's just basically idle. Hey, this is on my way. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. Hold on just a minute, okay? The person who is coming to pick this up has gotten out of work early and is on the way to get it now. That's not good. That's really bad. I told him I was going to try to have it done earlier, but then they said, oh, well, I don't get out of work till 5:30. But it's 4:30, not 5:30. And she's like, oh, I'm going to come get it now. You can't come get it yet. I'm still showing the internet how to fix it. So don't come get it yet, nice lady. Please don't kill me. Oh, God. Look at all this heatsink crap. It's everywhere, dude. Good God. It comes off in giant chunks. I'm not even going to try to get this off. I'm not even going to try. There's no point in even trying. I'm just going to get the hell out of the computer. Get the hell out of the computer. Get out of the computer. God almighty. Okay. All that just because this stuff has dried to the point that it's like baked on. All right, now, my church, okay, my religion, you put on the Arctic Silver 5, and you pray that you haven't run out yet, even though you can kind of see that the syringe is empty. So, yeah, NVIDIA. Now, this is my weird way of applying this stuff. Let me give you some zoom. I mean, I have zoom. I might as well let you see, right? My weird way of applying is I put my finger on the syringe like this, and I put a little pressure on that finger so it pushes the syringe, but then I poke. So I'll be pushing gently on the syringe, and the poking, I basically push until I start seeing stuff come out when I gently poke at the chip. So, yeah, the goop is coming now. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's a little backed up, it looks like. Okay. Since I'm a little worried about my tube possibly being low, I'm going to go ahead and do the processor too. God almighty. I had to order more Arctic Silver 5. Now, one of the things I did today is research alternatives to Arctic Silver 5 to see what's out there that might maybe be a better choice, because sometimes better cooling materials come out. Arctic Silver 5, some people have said that they have to replace it more frequently than certain other pastes, like Arctic Silver makes MX4, and they also made MX5, which some people have reported issues with, but apparently they had a bad batch that was made at some point. I'm going to get this smear. But I looked into alternatives, and the bottom line is that I don't find that the supposed need for cure time is actually an issue. Let me check this real quick. Yeah. All right, 25 minutes. We have 25 minutes to get this done, reassembled, and everything, because that's when she's going to get here. So, okay. So we are on a deadline, hard deadline, plus that other customer is going to be here any minute. What I do is I dab the stuff on just generally around, but I don't try to do the flattening thing. I know some people do the spatula technique. I do not like to do that. I find that to be annoying, and I just don't feel like dealing with it, so I refuse to do it. I won't apply with the cute little spatula, because I don't have time for that bullshit. You know, I'm all about getting stuff done in a practical context, which also means as quickly as I can. And it's faster for me to do it this way. Put dots of the stuff to generally cover it, put the heatsink down and move it around like you're massaging your head or something, and do a lift, see what the coverage looks like. The coverage is pretty good. I see some thickness and some lack of paste, so what I'll do is use the tip of the syringe. Actually, there's a little bit too little there and there, so I'll fill in the gaps with a bit more. This kind of has the effect that you see for sure that it really is going where it's supposed to go. You're not really wasting any, and you're not spreading it too thick either. It's just enough. This Arctic Silver 5 is also just the right thickness, that it's chunky enough that when you apply it and try to spread it, it doesn't just run. But it's also not chunky to the point that... Hang on. Go in there carefully. But it's also not chunky to the point that you can still move it around. And it looks like we're getting good coverage overall. Now, I'm having some problems with the Wi-Fi antenna wires getting in the way. And I would love it if I could put them on top of the heatsink, but I'm pretty sure they just go across here. I'm having some issues with these fan wires here. Okay. I don't like this heatsink. I'm not super duper happy with the way that this is set up in here. This is really a bitch. So... yeah, the Wi-Fi antennas are getting in the way. They're getting in the way a lot. They go right under the heatsink. They're getting jammed in the fans here. Yeah, I don't like this setup. The way that they have this just generally set up is annoying the crap out of me. But there's not much I can do about it. So... we got two fans here, and I don't remember exactly where they plug in, but they kind of dangle where they belong, so... here's fan number 1. I hope you can even see that. You can't. Of course you can't. The heatsink is a giant plate. You can't see me putting the fan connector back, but you can just trust me. It's pretty easy to figure out where it is. It's one side or the other of this flat cable connector, so it's pretty easy to find. Then this other fan goes down here. The connectors are in the same direction that each fan is, so the fan that is to the left, the connector is also to the left. So at least it's intuitive, even if the wires are a little annoying to put back where they belong. I am worried about the way that this goes back together. These Wi-Fi antennas are very much in the way, and it is I'm going to do that fan over there. This one, you can't see, damn it. This one over here I'm going to do last, because these two were a pain, and the Wi-Fi antenna wires are getting in the way. They kind of have to fall in a groove here. Oh, it looks like they actually might be falling in the groove, too. But also, the fan wires need to not get squished. There's just a lot going on. I'm not going to say that this is a hard ding against MSI, but I am going to say that... it is less serviceable. I find it to be annoying. And when time is money, and when the customer is literally driving this way, I don't have the time to dick with this. Like this overlap here, I don't feel like that should be like that. These wires, why should I have to pull these wires up? This is ridiculous. You know, why do I have to pull them up, then squish them back down? Why do I have to make sure these Wi-Fi antennas fall into these channels? A better question is, why are the Wi-Fi antennas being squished under this thing? Excuse me. Yeah. Some of you indicated in the comments you only come here for the baldness and the coughing. And I can understand that, as I am equally entertained by both. In fact, that's all I really want to do, is just be bald and cough on live streams. But unfortunately, for some strange reason, I have this drug addiction to repairing computers that gets in the way of me being bald and coughing. So you're just going to have to deal with it. I know it's a personal failing, but somehow I think you'll get over it. Alright. Who the hell put a screw hole here? Yeah. MSI. MSI, yeah, and you know what else? I didn't put that hinge screw back. That one back there, I didn't put it back. The heatsink's loose. Maybe I can sneak it up and get it under? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But this hinge screw, yeah, you're stupid. Okay. Yeah, this is stupid. This setup is stupid. I do not like this. I don't understand why this screw does not want to go home. That's your home. You too good for your home? Nope, it went in. It was done with much protest, but it did go in. Let me check the other hinge screw. Nope, can't even reach it. All right, so this being the first MSI laptop I have made any kind of a video or stream or whatever about, my verdict at this point is that I don't like the way that it's set up inside. I don't like how hard it is to pry it open. I don't like this wacky, like, it's visually very interesting, but this wacky heatsink design with all these screws in wacky places, and it's all just this one big chunk. Like, there's a heat pipe going across the whole thing, and I understand why. It's not that I don't get it, but the routing of the wires is questionable. I think they could have rethought this. Something could have been done better here. You know, I've opened Asus computers recently. In fact, I think I showed you one, the one that had the liquid metal. By the way, that was an absolute disaster. That liquid metal Asus, it wouldn't turn on. And I thought I destroyed a $1,700 computer when really it was that a little flake of the liquid metal that had escaped from the CPU heatsink assembly managed to get on an EEPROM and short it out. I have to go help that customer. I'll be right back. Oh, look, the video froze. Oh, that's great. All right, well, how appropriate. How appropriate. Yep. Let me fix the video real quick. Video's fixed. I'll be right back. That's taken care of. Sorry about that. Camera's being bad again. Yep, camera's being bad again. Let's try something else here. Hold on just a minute. Bear with me, please. I'll switch it to 1080 mode and see what it does. Alright, we're in 1080 mode. It's not ideal, but whatever. Alright. Okay, we're in 1080 mode. It looks like crap, whatever. Anyway, all I'm going to do anyway is just put these screws back and complain some more about this stupid-ass heatsink. I don't like it. I'm not having fun right now. It is amazing, absolutely amazing, the amount of technology that they managed to cram into such a small laptop. And you really do have to admire just how much they've managed to shovel into this machine. I don't remember where these last two screws go. Maybe I should have been filming, huh? Let's make sure that there's not another one. There is a screw that goes through here. It does go through that one. That's... I always check to make sure before I go off just putting screws in to random places. And I'm betting that's also a case screw, so this one, it goes right here. Sometimes you have to use the back plate to decipher these things. It's so much fun. I just love it, don't you? Yeah. Alright, that one's an exterior screw. 1, 2, 3. This one right here, right in the dead center. And that's the thing, too. It's actually kind of hard to figure out where all the screws go. That's a little frustrating. In any case, let's plug the battery back up. Let's see if we get some smoke. I have to tell you, man, after that damn liquid metal Asus, I am so paranoid about just blowing up computers. By the way, I just noticed this has two M2 PCIe, and one of them has SATA, but two M2 2280 slots for solid-state drives, and a replaceable Wi-Fi card. Always nice. Always nice. Replaceable RAM. Obviously, if you haven't noticed the RAM, it's not like it's gone anywhere. But anyway, let's. Did you hear that? Did you hear how loud that was? That was brutal, dude. Will it run Crysis? Yeah, actually, it will run Crysis. Now, will it run Crysis 8 or whatever that doesn't exist yet? That's the question. But yeah, if you heard all of that crunching, it sort of sounded like, I don't know, a giant robotic goat eating a pile of computers. There's a good reason for that. It's because that's how hard it is to pry these stupid-ass MSI laptop backplates off. Here, I want all these screws right now. Come on, just give them all to me. I don't... Now, another thing that annoyed me, someone else has been in this computer already. I can tell because the screw heads were kind of chewed up. So someone else already touched it. And they kind of chewed up the heads, but I don't think it's their fault, because it seemed like I had trouble getting them out. So unless they somehow managed to cross-thread everything, which maybe they have, I don't know, but it's possible that it's just too tight. Maybe the threading the tolerance is just a little too tight. But yeah, I had a lot of trouble getting the screws back out, and it's kind of weird. And one of them, it was so difficult, I was actually like, well, maybe I won't be putting that one back. But so far, it seems okay. And I think maybe that chewed up screwdriver that I had might have had something to do with the problem. Anyway, put it all back together and let's see how hot it gets. I'm very curious to see how hot it gets. Should be fun. Oh, look, the video hasn't crashed yet. I think the problem is that I'm using my Camlink 4K, and I have not tested the Camlink 4K with the camcorder with this micro HDMI cable. It works fine when going to my 1080p monitor over here on the bench, but it doesn't apparently work fine transmitting 4K. So I probably have a cheap cable and need to purchase a replacement that's a little more up to spec. Come on. Wonder if this is the bad screw. The reason that I have this screwdriver with a smaller tip is actually because when I've been having trouble, I've been using that to pop things. So there we go. And, alright. Pretty. Okay. Now, where's the end of this thing? Plug it up, make sure it... Yeah, there we go. And obviously it's a customer laptop. I don't know how much I can actually let you see because of that, but you'll just have to trust me that the power came on. And the MSI you can actually see it. It's fine. It's fine. You can see it's fine. Here, let me get you a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. There you go. You can see it a little better there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you hear that? Do you hear that fan? Why is that fan racing? Why is that fan racing like that? Good God. Why? No, stop. And some of these gaming laptops, sometimes they have some stupid software on them that does that crap. That fan is whizzing and then stopping. Why is it doing that? It's very frustrating. Alright, I have OpenHardwareMonitor. The customer stuff is pretty much hidden now, so hang on just a second. Let me see if I can detach this and bring you down here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, how you like that shirt? Do what I want. Yeah, boy. Alright, cool. Okay. You hear that? You hear that whizzing. There's no way you don't hear that whizzing. So here's where we are. This thing, let me, X, Y. Come on. Okay. Gross. Let me turn this off, actually. That's better. Alright, MSI, i7 10750H. And I don't know what kind of video card it's got, but we're about to find out. What do you have in you, buddy? Video. RTX 2060. So, you know, that fan needs to stop doing that. That's going to get old very quickly. But here we go. Here's OpenHardwareMonitor. And when I run FurMark over here, if you've not seen FurMark, you should. Alright, it's a little dark. Let me brighten this up real quick. Oh, that's a menu. That's not going to help us. Brighten. Come on. You're allowed to brighten. There you go, buddy. Okay, so we're going to run FurMark. Let's run the CPU burner first. And watch these numbers over here. Yeah, let's see what we get. Now this would have immediately put all of these CPU core values into the 90s. Like the second I hit that button, boom, 95 degrees Celsius. Like throttling temperatures for most chips these days are somewhere between 90 and 105. 105 is the breakdown threshold for pretty much every high-end chip in a laptop now. But yeah, it's holding up. I don't know why the fan is doing that. And that could be some kind of MSI nonsense. But I think I will go play with some settings to figure that out. So it's doing fine there. Let's add some more heat, boys. Let's add some more heat. So move that over. Let's see what we got here. What do you got? 1280. I bet this screen's at least a 1080p screen. Warning, it might burn up the computer. Do it. Do it. I dare you, you bastard. You won't. Alright, there we go. Nice and smooth. Let's cancel that so we can turn on anti-aliasing. Ooh. It's got an RTX 2060. Let's just turn it all the way up. Boom. 8x anti-aliasing. Nice and smooth. Pixel shaders? Yes, sirree. And what's our OpenHardwareMonitor say? It says we haven't even hit 80. So definitely thermal paste. Definitely a problem with the thermal paste. I'm actually starting to wonder if that thing that came out of that fan might have been blocking that one fan, too. Is there a GPU? Yeah, there's a GPU core temperature there, too. It's also in FurMark. It's actually over here in FurMark. But we've got a GPU temperature that is 65, a CPU that is yet to hit 80 in any of the cores, so I'm pretty happy with that. I do see it's not turbo boosting because we have all of the cores running at once. So let's yeah, now that's normal. Whenever you have the CPU burner going, it's not weird for it to choke that. So let's get it to do some turbo boosting and make sure that it's stable. So it's actually got 6 cores. Let's knock the number of CPU burn threads down to 6. Start. Did we get turbo frequencies at all? Show me a turbo. Yep, I'm seeing some 4000s appear on the left. Notice they're not 4700 because it doesn't have that much thermal envelope. But 41. So yeah, there you go. It's fixed. Now, that's probably the customer. So I'm going to end this stream really abruptly. Go find my beard. Thanks for watching. Have a great one, guys. Take care. you will not be able to reconnect. Your stream will